Hi everyone, I'm Tanya Alekseeva and I'm triple excited today. It's my birthday week, my very first YouTube recipe video, and I'm making one of my favorite things, which is raw food, fudge brownie, no baking, ready in 10 minutes, delicious and healthy, and here is the final product. So the first thing we're going to need are nuts for our base, and over here I've got 1 cup of walnuts, I have 1 cup of pecans. For sweetness and to stick the whole mixture together, I've got dates, also 1 cup, and because it's a chocolate brownie, I've got raw cacao powder, and I'm only going to use half a cup of this. For our icing, for the chocolate icing, I'm going to use coconut butter or coconut oil, which is actually solid at room temperature, as you can see, and that's going to be half a cup. The raw cacao powder, half a cup of that. Agave, depending on your taste, but I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. And to bring out the sweetness, I'm going to use just a little pinch of Celtic sea salt. The equipment I'm going to be using are a food processor with an S-blade, something to melt the coconut butter in, and in this case I've just got a pot with a bowl inside, and I've got hot water warming the bowl up, and a tray. Any material, any size, you're not baking, so it's up to you. I've got it lined too, so I can pull out the brownie really easily. So the first thing is I'm actually going to put the nuts in, and I'm going to put both sorts of nuts in and just grind them to a powder. As soon as that's all done for me, I'm going to put in the dates, but one at a time as it's still going. The very last thing I'll be doing is putting in the cacao powder, and I just want to sprinkle it all around evenly. Okay, so I'm just going to run this one more time. What I'm going to be looking for is the mixture to be quite sticky. So sometimes it's going to form into a ball right inside here, and other times the dates are not quite soft enough, so you just need to keep an eye on it. You know when you're almost there, when the blade is just working on its own and everything else is just stuck to the side, so I'm just going to simply help it out with a spatula. And put the entire mixture on top of the blade and go one last time. So it looks done to me. Now I'm going to transfer it into the tray over here and really press it down. Make sure you do use your hands here. You're working with living foods and your energy is really important. Do press it down quite firmly, because when you cut it up, it's going to just fall into pieces if you don't. Now, while I'm doing this as well, I'm going to put the coconut butter or coconut oil into my bowl here so it starts to melt, because it's nice and warm from that water. Now that my coconut butter has turned into a clear liquid, I'm going to put in solids, which is the cacao powder, cacao chocolate powder, and mix it in completely so all the little bits and pieces are totally mixed in, and we have a really nice and runny chocolate sauce. If you're happy with the outcome, then add agave. And only at the very end, a little pinch of Celtic sea salt to bring out the sweetness and the flavours. I'm now happy with my outcome, so I'm just going to pour it over my brownie. And that's it. The tray can now go in the freezer if you're in a real rush to eat your brownie for about 10 minutes to set. It can go in the fridge for about half an hour to an hour, but before I put it in the fridge, I'm actually going to decorate it with raspberries. Well, it's been half an hour and I can't wait anymore, so I've got this out of the fridge And because I had a plastic wrap inside a tray before, I can easily pull my brownie out. Here we go. Put this away, and now I can slice it up. That was my raw food fudge brownie. For many more recipes, go to www.betterraw.com.